Sally from West Hills Village. It's great to see you guys again. I guess you're seeing us and we're not seeing you, are we? But Sally and I want to say hi, and you know, it's just a very great privilege for us to be able to play a few songs for you. And we're going to kind of celebrate Veterans Day today, aren't we?
Yes, we are. And we just do want to say that we miss you very much, and a lot of our old friends there, and some of the new friends we haven't had the opportunity, but we just hope and pray that this music will bring some joy to your day as we celebrate the great US of A and all the amazing veterans who have had such an impact of the freedoms we all get to enjoy. And this is probably a song that most of you know, and any of these songs, I know you're sitting in your rooms, but please join in with us. We feel your presence. If tomorrow all the things were gone I'd worked for all my life, and I had to start again with just my children and love of my life, I thank my lucky stars to be living here today, 'cause the flag still stands for freedom, and they can't take that away. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free, and I won't forget the men who died, who gave their right to me, and I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. From the lakes of Minnesota to the hills of Tennessee, across the plains of Texas, from sea to shining sea, Detroit down to Houston, and New York to LA. There's pride in every American heart, and it's time we stand and say that I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free, and I won't forget the men who died, who gave their right to me, and I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA, and I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. I won't forget the men who died, who gave their right to me, and I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. There ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA.
God bless the USA, isn't that? That's terrific. Here's another one that sing along with us. God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above, from the mountains to the prairies to the ocean wide before
Ah, that's awesome, isn't it?
You bet.
Just you can sing from the bottom of your heart. Well, Stringbean and I were married 31 years ago this month.
That's right.
And, you know, a dear friend of ours, he stood up with us. And years ago, during the Afghanistan area time in Iraq, I went to visit him in town. We had our young boys with, and we had some business to do with him. And I found him sitting at his computer, and I said, "Oh, well, what you doing?" And he said, "Oh my goodness, what a thing!" He had been on a site called Fallen Hero, and he had just found the name of his son on there who had died in combat, and I was struck to the core. What can you say? You know, and I remember going out and sitting in the car with our boys. They were quite young, and I just couldn't figure out, you know, here was a son that had fallen, but it came to me, it was like the Lord was speaking. Although he has fallen, he has been lifted up into the arms of God. And out of that came this song, and it's a tribute to all that have lost a loved one, and it speaks to all of us, I think.
Oh, Fallen Hero. That's a great song, Sally. You wrote that very nice. And you know, I feel great for the veterans because I'm a veteran too.
Yes, you are.
And it's really neat to have somebody come up and when you're wearing your hat that says veterans or something, and you'll say, thanks for your service, and makes you feel good. Let me talk a little bit. Can I say a few words about being a veteran?
That would be great.
You know, my life has been music, you know, and so I want to kind of put the music into two careers, because I got to do USO shows for the veterans and for the military, I should say, overseas, and because of my music I got to do that. So I don't know, I just kind of want to say that music has been great for me, and the military's been good too. So anyway, I started my military, I should say first, I'll back up and say I started my music when I was about 10 years old. My dad started teaching me music, and I'm so thankful for that. He didn't happen to be a veteran, he missed the World War II or whatever, but he did show me music, and I'm very proud of that. And so then when my service started in 1955, I got a letter from the government, says, greetings.
That wasn't 55, I don't think. You were playing music still.
Oh, that's right, I was playing music in 55.
Yeah, and you were on the Hoedown Jamboree.
Oh, yeah.
KOTA.
Yeah, I did the Hoedown Jamboree, and we did Buddy Meredith and all that crew there, and that really got me into music. We got to travel quite a few states and play some music, and we backed up some stars from Nashville, you know, so we felt pretty good about that. I even got to go down and do an album with Buddy down in Nashville, and of course that really got me my head into music after that. But the military called me in 1963, that's when it was, I'm sorry about that, and I got stationed in Hawaii, of all places, for the 25th Division over there. It was the 27th Infantry, and got to drive for my captain.
Wow.
I was a captain driver, so it was really great. He introduced me to some musicians over there, and I got to play in a band while I was in Hawaii, so that was really good. And then his name was Captain Elliott at that time, and 10 years later, I'm at home, of course, doing my job here in Rapid City, playing a little music and such, and I got a call from our musicians union here.
So that was in the 70s?
That was in the 70s, yeah. And they wanted me to, this fellow wanted me to audition for a USO show, but I had to come to Las Vegas to audition. Mm-hmm. And truthfully, I thought probably somebody was just playing with me on the phone.
A little prankster.
Yeah, I did. So I said, well, send me an airplane ticket and I'll come out, you know. And sure enough, in 2 days I had an airplane ticket. So I got to audition with these folks, and it was called the Buckstar Band at that time. And so we practiced for about a month and did a lot of military songs, a lot of the songs that were new right at that era for the troops so they could hear them. And so we left and went to, our first one was Korea. We had, we went to Korea, went to Japan, went to Okinawa, Philippines, went to Guam, Johnson Island, and then we'd come back to Hawaii. But through that whole tour, Korea stands out really big for me. We were there 29 days and got to meet my old captain. He was a lieutenant colonel by this time, and got to see him over there, and that was exciting. He was head of the helicopter division over there, so he got us 2 choppers to travel in. We did a lot of outposts in.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, but you know what really stands out big for me in Korea was we had to bus a little bit from one to the other. One, kind of like, what's that TV show?
MASH.
MASH, kind of like that. And we were going down through some of the country, and I saw a man hooked to a plow, and another guy was driving the plow, you know, and I thought, my gosh, is there slavery here? And he said, no. He said that they're just not, they don't have enough money to afford an animal or a tractor or something to pull a plow. And that hit me really hard. I thought how great America is, you know. And all through those tours that I took, there just was no place quite like America. And I never realized that till I got out out of America. But anyway, we did some shows in Korea and all those islands and had a great time. It was so great to see the smiles on these military people. They just wanted music so bad. And I remember we were over in Tokyo. We were doing a big show for the Navy, and a note come up on stage.
Oh.
And it said, "Play a song for the boys from Hermosa."
Wow.
I thought, oh my gosh, here I am clear over in Tokyo, don't know anybody, and there's somebody from Hermosa.
From your hometown.
From my hometown, yeah.
Yeah.
So got together with Ray Johnson, and we had a great time visiting, and so it just kind of brings back memories now that I think about it, how great it was to entertain the troops. From then, we took a little break and come back to the United States, and then we went over to, I guess we would call it the Caribbean. And so we got to do Okinawa, Guam, Johnson Island, all those places like that. It was very exciting. So I just wanted to say thank you for letting me play those things, and it was so great to see the smile on the service people that we were entertaining.
That's an awesome story. I tell you, he could tell stories all day. lots of amazing coincidences, or providence, you might say, and just some amazing things happen. Well, I think that one of the people you had an opportunity to play with when you were with Buddy Meredith was you backed up some stars, or you had met somewhere along the line. You'd met Buck Owens.
We met Buck on USO tour in Hawaii. They were doing a USO tour when I was in the service back in the 60s, and I got to meet them and be on the same stage as they were. And they were just coming back off this tour, which we got to do 10 years later or so. And Buck said, "I wrote this song." We were over in Tokyo Bay, and he said, "I wrote this song." And so I'd like to do this for you. It kind of brings back a memory for me. It's wonderful.
Yeah, because 10 years later, you got a chance to be there.
We got a chance.
So you really did. It came full circle, and you got to experience.
It did.
Yeah.
So when he did this song, I thought to myself, oh, I can do that too. I remember that, where I'm being over there. So that one's called Made in Japan. Transistor radio comes from far away. When it's night over here, over there, it's breaking day. I remember all the good times I had walking in the sand with a beautiful girl that I met, made in Japan. The beauty of her face was beyond my wildest dreams, like cherry blossoms blooming in the mountains in the early spring. As we walked by the river, she softly took hold of my hand. That's when I fell deep in love with the girl made in Japan. Up at the break of day. Her smiling eyes always seem to try to understand all the love in my heart for the girl made in Japan. My transistor radio comes from far away, and when it's night over here, over there, it's breaking day. sound like the Japanese sound there, and it,
Yeah,
yeah, okay.
I thought I could smell the blossoms, the cherry blossoms, for sure. Well, we all know this song. Please join us. It's a great old song that Woody Guthrie wrote, one of the original folks, singers and writers from our era. Join in. This land is your land, this land is my land, from California to the New York Island, from the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. As I was walking that ribbon of highway, I saw above me that endless skyway. I saw below me that golden valley. This land was made for you and me. Here we go now. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Islands, from the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. But I roamed and rambled, and I followed my footsteps, the shining sands of her diamond desert. And all around me, a voice was sounding. This land was made for you and me. One more time. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Island, from the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. When the sun came shining and I was strolling, and the wheat was waving, and the dust clouds rolling, and the fire was lifting, a voice was chanting. This land was made for you and me. Here we go now. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Island, from the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. Oh yeah, this land was made for you and me. Yeehaw.
This land was made for you and
Woody
me.
Guthrie.
You know, this next song, I'd like to explain a little bit about it. You know, we did some USO shows down through the Caribbean that I was telling you about, on those islands down in there. And, you know, the water was just such aqua blue color. It was just
Awesome.
beautiful. I just loved those islands very much. And there was a lot of the Seabees, which are the workers for the Navy. And we entertained a lot of them down there. And we were down there a couple of months. But anyway, to get to this song, I came when I got to visiting with Sally a little bit about some of the things that we did down there on those islands. And she says, well, I'm going to write a song about that. So here, Sally wrote this song. It's called Island Paradise. Got aboard my yacht at the Florida Key. Gonna cruise the islands of the West Indies. For my island paradise, she had dark hair and eyes on a sandy beach with the setting sun and a long palm tree. Island paradise, I dream Jamaica, searched for her everywhere. Sailed to Puerto Rico, but she wasn't there. I docked in Barbados, oh where did she go? Will I see her again on the sandy beach by the setting sun? Island paradise, I dream of you each night. I can see your face, I can smell your hair, feel you close to me. I'm haunted by our kiss goodbye, underneath the pale moonlight. Lost my island paradise of the Caribbean Sea. I'm haunted by our kiss goodbye, underneath the pale moonlight. Lost my island paradise of the Caribbean Sea. Cha cha cha.
Yeah. All right. That's awesome. Well, there are aspects of that. I remember just one of my favorite kind of veteran wartime movies was South Pacific, and
Ooh.
so some of that beautiful romantic beauty was there. Well, we are mighty proud to be Americans, and this next song feels kind of like a marching song. I know for me, it's been during some of these weird times that we've been in 2020, it's been kind of a go-to song with lots of great words that just give you lots of hope and peace and promise. And you all know it. Please sing with. It was actually written in 1862. Mine eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the Lord. He is trampling out the vintage where the grapes of wrath are stored. He has loosed the faithful lightning of his terrible swift sword. His truth is marching on. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. His truth is marching on. I have seen him in the watchfires of 100 circling camps. They have builded him an altar in the evening dews and damps. I can read his righteous blessings from his timid flaming lamps. His day is marching on. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. His day is marching on. Join us here now. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. His truth is marching on. Oh, His truth is marching on.
Oh, wonderful song, Sal. Wonderful
Thank
song.
you so much. Well, Stringbean's gonna strap on that fiddle under his chin.
Well, right now, Sally, let's do another song that you wrote, and this is a very, very well-written song. I just love this song. It's called Old Glory.
Yeah, and truly it's patriotic, and I think there's really been a surge in recent years for that patriotism to ring out. But never, I think, as much did our country come together in our time anyway, was during 9/11. And I had written this already, and we were part of a kind of a commemorative service as our nation came together up at Mount Rushmore. And this is one of the songs. We had a lot of requests for playing this, and it goes like this. She's waving for the free and brave, and she flies like a beacon in the storm. Oh, glory, she's flying, flying high for freedom, like an eagle soaring in the early morn. Under the red, white, brave hearts have been true to keep Old Glory flying for us all. Many men have known her, love fought and died for her. Still today Old Glory is flying tall. I will pledge my allegiance to Old Glory. I will pledge my allegiance to this nation under God, which star and stripe tells a freedom story of America, this homeland that I love. Under the red, white, and blue, brave hearts have been true to keep Old Glory flying for us all. Many men have known her, love fought and died for her. Still today Old Glory is flying tall. I will pledge my allegiance to Old Glory. I will pledge my allegiance to this nation under God. Star and stripe tells a freedom story of America, this homeland that I love. Oh, glory keeps on flying for us all. Yes, and still today, oh, glory is flying tall.
Oh, that's well written, Sal. That's really,
Thank you.
really nice. I really like that song. Okay, let's next song. Let's just dedicate this to some of our Navy friends. It's one that I think would kind of fit. One called "Over the Waves." busy on that one.
Well, this is an amazing song too. It reminds us of the vastness and the beauty across our land. Oh, beautiful, or spacious skies, or amber waves of green, for fervent mountain majesty above the fruited plain. America, America, God shed His grace on thee, and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea. Oh, beautiful for pilgrims feet, whose stern impressions dress a thoroughfare of freedom across the wilderness. America, America, God mend thine every flaw, confirm thy soul in self-control, thy liberty is love. Oh, beautiful for patriot dream that sees beyond the years, thine alabaster cities gleam, undimmed by human tears. America, America, God shed His grace on thee, and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea. All right. America the beautiful, indeed, indeed. Well, it comes to about the end of our time with these folks. Thank you so much.
It's been a wonderful time. I love going through some of these nice patriotic songs. It brings back so many memories for me, and I think maybe for you too, and all of you out there. Thank you so much for watching. Let's end it with a little fiddle tune, one called the Beaumont Rag.
And we just again want to thank you if you're a veteran or a family member within a veteran. You know, the whole family serves whenever a veteran serves, and we just take the time to thank a veteran and remember in our hearts that they have given, some of them have given their all. So,
Okay, let's do Beaumont Rag. It's an old Western Texas song. Stringbean and Sally say hi and bye. Thanks. Thank you.